Hey guys, in this lesson we're going to do order of operations and when there are integers included. So you remember from the past, from elementary school, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So the same thing applies. You just have to remember these. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally order. And then also remember your integer rules. So we're going to start with our parentheses or our brackets. We're going to then do our exponents, and then we're going to multiply and divide. And remember, we're going to do that left to right. So even if division comes first, you're going to do it left to right like you're reading. Then you're going to do adding and subtracting, same thing, left to right. So even if subtracting comes first, you're going to do it left to right. So let's go ahead and start the first one. So what I always do is I underline each step that I'm doing. Some people in the past have said it's like a platform and everything else falls down. We really want to you to show us that work and showing us step by step. We'll be able to give you some partial credit if you do mess up because we can see where the mistakes are being made. So let's first start in our parentheses. We're going to do 4 times 2, and that's going to give us 8, and then I'm going to rewrite it. Notice the 4 and the 2 changed to the 8 and everything else fell down. Then next, we're going to multiply again. 8 times 5 is 40, minus 2. 40 minus 2 gives us our final answer of 38. Sometimes people like to draw the pizza pie. Again, no equal sign. These are expressions, and so we're just simplifying the expressions. Make sure you're filling in the work on your paper as well. So here's the next one with some brackets and some parentheses, or some brackets, yes. So you're going to start inside of the brackets with our parentheses. So we have -4 plus 2. So remember, they're different signs, so we're going to subtract. So 4 minus 2 is 2. And then keep the sign of the larger number, which is 4. So that's -4. Everything else still falls down. So here we have 7 minus -2. You can kind of keep it like that to see it. We're going to keep change. So we're going to change it to a plus sign, change it to addition. 7 plus 2 gives us 9. And then here we have our -6. So notice, remember, when they're right next to each other, that means multiply. So -6 times -9, sorry, -6 times +9 gives us -54. Circle it. We've got our cute little pizza pie. -54 is our answer. Let's try this next one. So make sure you have all the answers filled in on your board or on your paper. So we're going to start with -9 times 8. That's going to give me -72. Divided by 2 plus -5. So even though there's a parentheses with the -5, that's just kind of keeping it together. So there's not actually an operation we have to do there. So we multiplied first. Then now we're going to do 72 divided by 2 gives us -36. Remember, one's positive and one's negative. It's going to be negative. So -36 plus -5. Same signs, add and keep. So we have -41 is our answer. We've got our pizza pie, and we are all done. -41. So this next one has an exponent in it. Remember from our exponent lesson, we're going to start with our exponents. And remember, when it's kissing the -2. So we're going to do -2 times -2 times -2. -2 times -2 is +4 times -2 gives us -8. So here we have -8 minus 12. So then we're going to do -8 plus -12. We're going to keep change. Same signs, add and keep. So we end up with -20 as our answer. One other thing I wanted to show you is, one other thing I wanted to show you, remember, if things are written as a fraction, so if we have -4/2, okay? So think about that. We have one negative, so our answer is going to be negative. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so that's going to be -2. So think about if you have -10/5, that's 2 negatives, so that's going to end up being +2. Another way you could see it is see if we have Let's do that same 10 over 5. Think about that as a fraction. So our whole thing is negative, so it's going to stay negative. So then it's 10 over 5, which just gives us 2. So just kind of some things to remember for the next problems that you're going to do. And go ahead and do the next ones, and make sure you check the key when you're done. Thanks.